Blackthorn in the building. Check this out. Today we're going to talk about Vince Carter. How he changed the game of the NBA in the league, and also what he did for the game systems, right? Like the Xbox 360s, PlayStations, everything basketball related, right? Check this out. If you grew up in the 90s, early 2000s, and you was a sports fan, you was watching Vince Carter, right? And one thing about it, when you seen him play, you damn near thought he was going to be like another Jordan or something like that. One, because of the dunking. Two, because of how long he stayed in the air. But also, his skill set was like, it was still unique and different because he shot more threes than a lot of people for his time. He still attacked the rim like Jordan did. He also was decent with steals, right? So with all that being said, you looking at the shit, his highlight reels, and you'll be looking at his games. This nigga do some amazing shit. Like he the reason why from like 2K 2003 to shit, I guess you could say all the way up to damn near 13 for Xbox and PlayStation. All the NBA games started adding, putting your arm in the rim. That came from Vince Carter. It started adding jumping over people and dunk outs and also in live games and some of them, right? They all got that shit from Vince from when he jumped over that 7'2" white boy in the Olympics. Man, that was the first time people seen some shit like that. People ain't even know people could jump over people until they seen him doing on national TV. After that, it's kind of like when you was watching sports back then, whatever you seen them do as a child, you want to go try that shit. So it went from you watching this nigga jump over this 7'2" nigga head in the Olympics. Said, nah, you want to go dunk on your friends or jumping over their head. Not realizing this nigga is really gifted and he really different for real. And actually, the backstory behind it, that 7'2" nigga was about to come to the league, because right around that time, they was drafting all the centers. You got to remember, all the centers was pretty much 7 feet something. Right around that time, at 7'2", you could damn near just walk in and get a center position with anybody. Right around that time, his big linky ass was about to come over and sign a deal. Man, that man got dunked on like that on national TV. They say, bro, don't even come to the NBA. He ended that nigga career. Say, white boy, just go sit your ass down somewhere, man. You can't come to the motherfucking league. That man just did that to your ass. So, move on with that. For Toronto, I like him better with Toronto, because I felt like with Toronto and some with the Nets, he still had that flash in his bottom when he played basketball. You know, his handles ain't never been just super crazy, but they were just like good enough to where they could get by. But his layup package was definitely nasty, because most people wasn't doing 360 layups. He brought that to the game. Well, I gotta get this to him and Tracy McGrady. All the throwing the ball off the backboard and dunking it in live games, that came from Tracy, and he got that from, you know, he took that from Tracy, and he just revolutionized the shit where he was coming down in games doing the shit. So now you making people wondering when this nigga gonna do it again, because he coming through traffic, throwing that bitch over 2-3 niggas' head, running to the goal and going up and get it. So, and also, man, if you remember like 2K6, probably 7, 8, man, they used to have on their little intro to the game, they'll show all the motherfucking like highlights for the past year, and that nigga 360 layup was on that bitch. I think a 360 layup was on there. They had Allen Iverson on that bitch with the intro. Wade. Shit, but yeah. he was different. And I think it took me to now get older to realize, like, watching that shit, looking back on it, man, how talented some of them guys was, like Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. You would be like, man, ain't no way the NBA ain't rigged. It's impossible. Because with them guys' type of talents, they could have easily won multiple championships. They could have easily, I know you better chill out. They could have easily just, put teams together and just brought it all in. So I just like, shit. Yeah, you know that shit rigged. Ain't no way. This nigga jumping over niggas' heads and shit. He was pretty fast too. For him to be 6'5", 6'6", he was pretty fast. So if you even remember playing with him on games, I think that nigga's speed would be like a 93. And he was still kind of up there even when he got older. You see what I'm saying? So, and the era he came from is like, that was like right before they took out a lot of the physical contact. They still had a little bit in there when he came, but they really hadn't did away with that shit by the time he went to the Knicks. Now, what's crazy to me about when he went to the Nets, I seen him, Jason Kidd, Richard Jefferson. They had the big linky-ass white boy. I think his name was like Christie or some shit. I don't know if his name was Doug Christie, but he was Crispy or some shit. Big linky-ass white boy. Man, how they used to be running that shit and Jason Kidd coming down court and passing that bitch, I used to be like, man, I just know they gonna win a championship. And then it's always like, shit, they do all that shit during the season. You be like, yeah, they don't do a goddamn thing to get to the playoffs. Nothing. So that one I was like, looking back on it, I'm like, man, I guess the NBA coaches and how they had us shit set up, probably like some shit like this. Some years this organization wins, some years this organization wins. Either way it go, we can write this shit off and we all share this pot of money. So I'm pretty sure they like, shit, we don't care who wins because we all get paid in one way or another. Ass and seats, ticket sales, jersey sales, we gonna get our money regardless of who win the motherfucking championship, and it ain't even real. So.
Prayer. And you just get the feeling that Vince Carter is going to shoot lights out tonight. Remains on fire.
60. And Carter by Ginobili and the reverse. Oh, there is that flying hang time from Vince Carter.
You do in New Orleans. Here's Carter. Runs into Houston. No foul called, and Carter goes to the cup, and the layup is good.